tell us about the foreign interests in investing in this hub. Can you just tell us some of the companies that have expressed interest?
Yes, we have a very interesting situation whereby we have globally we have interest from all region or regional players. We have companies, big companies in Europe. We also have in Middle East. We have also players that based in Singapore, also Korea, that have interest and show very strong and interest to participate, either by way of equity and long-term storage lease. So from here, from the hand side, you can see that this project, it is very ideal because of the demand of the storage and the development of the region. So yes, foreign direct investment, whether through investing in equity or whether on a long-term lease, is overwhelming, and we can say that it's oversubscribed.
Currently, you hold 75% of stake in this project, and the second partner is Track Parentis, which holds 20%. So you are prepared to sell down your holdings if you get an attractive partner to come in.
Yes, the idea of making this hub viable for a long term is to have a future interest, long-term players instead of short-term gain. So this is the criteria. So we are looking and we hope that after studying the requirement, strategic requirement for a long-term benefit for everybody and for the hub and the development of this hub further, we feel that it is important to have a long-term player designated as a partner. It's not purely on the capability of the financing.
At the moment, you are meeting up with several parties, as you mentioned earlier. How close are you to selecting a foreigner to come on board?
I would say that if it's giving a free hand in terms of selecting, everyone is very competitive and very ideal to be a partner. Hence, it's very difficult for one to decide without need to have the top side process in order to decide which one eventually is going to be the ideal partner.
Have you given yourself some kind of timeline as to when you pick at least one partner? New partner, that is.
Yes and no will be the answer.
You are no hurry.
We are no hurry. Yes, we need for the long term, but no, we are not in a hurry to make that decision.
Okay. Do you expect to make a decision on the next partner in the next 6 months or next 12 months?
Perhaps as time goes, this is what we call time will decide. Time is the essence to every right decision. So we're not going to rush to make this particular important decision stay important and relevant throughout the tenure of the Petroleumn hub.
Right. One other interesting point that you mentioned earlier was although your capacity is 1.33 million cubic meters, you have an oversubscription on the part of customers. What kind of oversubscription are we talking about?
We are about, I could say that on the record, it looks as I mentioned, is 50% over from what the capacity that we have.
So not only do you get to choose your partners, you now get to choose your customers as well.
I think this is not about the customer, it's not about the clientele, it's about the market. Because Petroleumn hub, regional hub, as a regional hub, is a market play, whereby the user of this hub will trade together one another, different product, different capacity, whether in physical or in papers. So it's a market play by itself. So it has got to be compatible. It has got to be this element. It's not only the element as us as the operator, owner of the asset, but also to ensure that parties that work is in hand and glove as a partnership in trading, because you are trade in the name of the market, whereby you are trade one another, and whether in physical or in papers, as I said.
And also one thing about the nature of APH, you intend this company to run as an independent storage operator.
Yes, and we are always known as the largest independent operator in Malaysia. And it is in anybody's size. This is a very significant increase in terms of capacity of what we have currently operate. So therefore, it is good, and it has got our brand to continue to be independent.
Let's look at the significance of this project. Earlier on you mentioned that this is known as the landmark project of the entire Iskandar development in Johor. Can you elaborate on that? Why is this known as a landmark project?
Landmark project.
The landmark project.
The landmark project is given by the Honourable Prime Minister, because APH, Asia Petroleum Hub, or APH, is ready, able to start the progress of IDR of this project to take off and to be ready in 2009. It is no longer on the blueprint of planning, but it's in stage of implementation. So therefore it is important to see that this a single largest investment in IDR to get through to be the landmark as IDR flagship, and to create IDR, or the water within IDR, as first corridor to bring in international shippings and also petroleum for the benefit of the region, especially the domestic.